Hello guys, welcome to the current series, and in this video we're going to learn about AWS regions. So what are these regions and say how do we work with them? So it's better if we go to the official website, and if you go to the official documents of AWS, so they have something here, regions and availability zones. So right now we would be dealing with regions, right? So if we scroll down here, they are telling us something that AWS has the concept of region, right? Which is a physical location around the world where we cluster data centers, right? Now this means that whenever there is a region, they have the data center say made over there. For example, in North America, these are the regions they have, right? For example, I'm in India, so I'll go to Asia Pacific, and if you notice something, the one in the yellow color, right, is a region, right? And if you notice it here clearly, there is only one. And if you scroll down, you would see that there is a region in India in Mumbai, right? There are three availability zones, and it was launched in 2016, right? So currently we would be dealing with this particular region, right? And regarding the availability zones, we would be coming to this in some time. Now, region, right? So once you log into your console, you would be able to see this thing, right? And you may notice something that I'm currently in Asia Pacific Mumbai, that is AP South 1, right? Now this information matters a lot. This information tells us that where you are working on right now, and secondly, what is the region code. For me, it is AP-South-1. So this is the region code for me, right? So whenever I'm dealing with something on AWS, I would be seeing this thing a lot, right? That is AP-South-1, right? Now there are other zones as well. So what are these things, right? This means that if we are doing something in a region, right? For example, I'm in Mumbai. So all my content would be stored in Mumbai region. They do not store stuff in other regions. Now, for example, considering a example for EC2 instance. What is EC2? EC2 is a virtual machine in layman language, right? If I create a EC2 machine here in Mumbai, I won't be able to see that in Hong Kong, Cape Town, Oregon, North California, right? Ohio, anywhere else. The only place where I would be able to see that machine would be in Asia Pacific, Mumbai, right? This means that we have some stuff which is, say, location specific, right? Now what does this location specific mean? This means that anything I'm keeping in a region, right, that won't be available in other regions, right? So make sure whenever you're dealing with a region, make a note of that thing, because the things in AWS will cost you money, right? So regions are very important. Make a note of the region you are working in, right? So there are a lot of regions. So you may be concerned, what is the count, right? So there are 20 physical regions, right, where your data is being stored, right? It can be stored directly in a physical drive, or it may be stored in a virtual machine. But yes, the physical machines are available in these 20 places. If you want to see where, no need to worry. If you notice it clearly, these things are listed here already, right? These are the places you can keep your stuff, right? Now, the first and the main question in mind is, say you may have in your mind is, where do I need to keep my stuff, right? Now, this is a very specific question that everyone asks us, right? Now, whenever you need to keep your data, make sure you're choosing the region which serves your customers best. Right? Now this means that suppose I'm in India, but my target population is in US, or let us say Japan. Right? Now which server would I be choosing? If you notice something, I have the option of choosing Mumbai, but I also have the option of choosing Tokyo. Right? So in this scenario, choosing Tokyo would be a better option, right? Because you know that your customers would be served faster here, right? So you would want your customers to be served faster. Or suppose your customers are in, say, Canada, right? Then what you would be doing? So if you notice something, there are some servers nearest to the location. You can choose those locations, and if you notice something, there is a server in Canada as well. So always target the customers accordingly, right? You would want the performance, right? Your customers need the performance. That is why you're relying on AWS, right? Now what is the reason of choosing this region as well? So the thing is, suppose I'm in India, right? And I am getting a, say, a response time of, just a second, say 20 milliseconds because my server is in India, right? But someone who is in US will get a response time of 250 milliseconds. So if you notice something, there is a spike in the performance, right? So say the time, there is 10 times more time involved in the request resolution. Now this seems a very small number in usual cases, right? But in many cases this seems a very large number, right? The difference seems very large, and there is a 10 times difference, right? That may, say, incur you losses, right? So this is why they have come up with the regions so that you can serve your customers best, and this helps you in managing your data and application, or you can say that working with your application, or say serving your application in a better way, right? So this is how you deal with regions.